body workout, and you're going to need a ring. However, if you don't have one, you can still complete this workout, no problem. So let's get started, and I'm gonna have you straddle your reformer facing your foot bar. Grab your ring, bring it right to your chest, and load your spring up, just something light. I'm on a blue, but whatever's a light spring for you. And then I want you to just sit up tall and rock back and forth with your pelvis for a second, and just feel those sit bones rooting down into the carriage. Lengthen the spine all the way up. Pull your shoulders down your back. Slight tuck up the chin so the crown of the head is high. And then just take a nice deep breath. Melt most of the tension from your body that you're holding. One more deep breath. And let it go. Good. Now I want you to flare your elbows out just a little bit. Take a nice deep breath all the way down to the pelvic floor. We're going to build our shield. So exhale, draw that pelvic floor up and away from the mat. Hip bones together, belly in tight, obliques and ribs pull in, and then squeeze the ring. Good. Inhale, let it all go. I want you to properly build the shield from the bottom to the top first, and then spend the second half of your exhale squeezing in on that ring. Good. You have 3 more of these. You're going to see this pattern play out throughout the workout, where we really want to build the shield completely first and then squeeze on that ring and try to get some feedback, meaning find that shake. 1 more. Try not to roll your shoulders forward as you squeeze. Awesome. Now I want you to lean forward, hinge, but keep a long, tall spine. Squeeze that ring, build the shield, and lift your glutes up off the mat. Just hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, come back down. Already I'm feeling major burn in my arms. Hinge forward, build that shield, squeeze the ring, lift. Now we're gonna pause here and hold. Let's use a staccato breath to pulse the ring, pulse our legs, and pulse our breath for 20. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Come all the way down. Shake that out. Good. Now, let's reach down into our spring well. Add on a red. So I'm on a red and a blue. Just add on something that's going to give you a little bit more support. And that's something that is going to be good for legs and straps and arms and straps as well. Lay all the way back. Just take that ring in your hands. Get yourself into a really nice alignment. Get yourself all situated, then take your first deep shield breath on your back, and then exhale, build that shield, squeeze that ring. So you can really tell when you're on your back here, and you have 3. When you squeeze that ring, are your shoulders rounding forward off the mat? Really try to avoid that. 1 last one. Shield, and then a full squeeze, getting that shake feedback. And let it go. Good. Widen your heels just a little bit. Put that ring right in between your knees. Arms go down by the sides. Same process. Big deep breath in. Exhale, build the shield. Then squeeze in on that ring. Wake up those inner thighs. Inhale, release. 2 more times. Last one here. Good. Now let's hold that squeeze. Take a breath in. Exhale, tuck that tailbone under. Begin to peel yourself up bone by bone. Get to the top. Good. Slow roll down of the spine. You're definitely going to get feedback from the hamstrings because we are on a lighter spring. Breath in. Exhale, shield, inner thighs, pelvic tuck, peel up. 1 last time down, really giving the spine the space it needs. Good. Now let's travel up on this next one and hold it. Good. Now get up here and hold, and we're going to tuck our tailbones under more. Remember, lower your hips down a little and then scoop so you're not in your back. Pull yourself as close as you can to your heels. Press down your arms, and then big exhale, pull your belly in, squeeze that ring. We have 3 shield breaths with the squeeze of the ring here. Last one, get in there, get nice and tight, and then hold it, 20 staccatos. Pulse the ring, pulse the breath. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that squeeze. Hold it. Regain your composure. Break at the hips. Come down. Barely touch your butt to the mat. Press right back up for 8. This wakes our lower body up real fast. Here's 6. Last 2. And final 1. Come on down. Grab that ring with your hands. Pull the knees in. If you want to hook your feet for a second, stretch out those hamstrings. Whew. All right, so now let's land in a tabletop with our legs. The arms are straight up with the ring. Get yourself situated, take a shield breath, pack those shoulder blades down the back, give your chin a little tuck. On the next exhale, I want you to slowly roll up, chin to chest, taking it into flexion, taking that ring as far over the shins as possible, and slowly peeling down. I want you to think about this as more about the spine than the abdominals. As you peel back down, keep your chin so close to the chest and feel that nice stretch in the back of the neck. And on this last one, go up there, place that ring on your shins, and then travel back down and set your arms down by your sides. So I want you to think about this ring as like a bowl of soup, balancing on your shins, and begin to really kind of press those arms down, get your shield on nice and tight. On the next exhale, I want you to tuck your tailbone under just a little bit and raise that bowl of soup or ring up towards the ceiling. Inhale, bring it back down. We have 10 of these, and this movement is so small that I can barely see it, but you feel it deeply. And you're gonna be really scooping that tailbone, knitting the hips together, finishing the shield. Squeeze those inner thighs as well to assist. What you don't wanna see is your knees pulling in towards your chest. It's rather the knees are lifting up towards the ceiling. Last 2. You want to stay out of strain in the neck. You want your shoulders to stay down, not round forward. Good. Now hold this last scoop. From there, I want you to take your tailbone off to one side. Whoop, and don't lose that bowl of soup like I just did. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. So the whole purpose of having that ring on the shins is to keep you humble, to keep that move and your tabletop in integrity. Good. So you still have that little scoop of your tail, and you're rotating that tailbone side to side, connecting with your deepest oblique. That you feel right there is your deep oblique. You have 2 layers. Good, 4 more. We're gonna be using our obliques big time in this flow. Awesome, and put your feet down on the bar. Grab that ring, reach up towards the ceiling with it. On the next exhale, build that shield, lift those knees to tabletop. I'm gonna have you slowly roll up into flexion and pause. Bring the ring right down to your chest, and on the next breath, I want you to shoot your legs straight up towards the ceiling, and then very carefully start to lower the legs and squeeze that ring. Good, and I want you just to hold, and right away my body's shaking, giving me feedback, and I want you to find the spot where your body feels good today. We're gonna be in this third position quite a bit, and I want you to really inspect your stopping point today. We're just holding and breathing and squeezing that ring, locking out our legs, making sure our back is okay with where we're at for 3, 2, and last one. Good, let it all come down, nice job. So from here, lay the ring on your chest and reach up and grab your straps, and let's get our feet in those long loops. Once you have your feet in, let's bend our knees out wide and put that ring right at the ankles. And then slowly travel out and pause. And just close the eyes for a second. And I need you to feel your body. Feel the feedback you're getting. I know you feel inner thighs. If you take a quick little look at your feet, I want them straight up towards the ceiling, not turned out. Pull the shoulders down. Get your shield on. Make sure your chin is nice and tucked. Inhale slowly. Let's bring the legs up towards the ceiling while keeping our tailbone down. Micro bend those knees so that when you exhale and press, the hamstrings are doing the work. And squeeze in on that ring deep in the belly. Inhale, bring it up, release a bit. Exhale, bring it down and connect. What I love about this movement is when you're at that edge of the exhale and the edge of the movement, feel how deep you feel this. That's your foundation. That's what we talk about in Pilates, where it's from the spine out. Good, one more. Just doing 5, and on this last one, we're gonna lower down, get really deeply connected and hold, and we have 20 staccatos. Pulse the ring, pulse the breath. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Turn the toes out, travel up. Exhale, lower down with that external rotation, squeeze. Now here, we're gonna do the same round, 5 and 20 staccatos. This is where your body starts to go crazy. Your face starts to crinkle up, everything just starts to wiggle. Can you keep yourself calm? Calm mind, calm face, calm fingertips. You will get through it. It is a deep burn. It's uncomfortable, that's for sure. 2. Very last one. Lower down, hold. Big squeeze. 20 pulses. Pulse the ring, pulse the breath, pulse the belly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bend, take the ring right out, step out of the straps. Oh, take a second. Put the ring on the floor for me, but keep it nearby. In my opinion, it doesn't even feel good to stretch in the straps after we do ring work. So just take your time for a second, taking those legs in whatever position feels good for you. Maybe you just want to flare your knees out wide. I like doing windshield wipers. Good. Now let's land with our arms in the short loops. Straight up towards the ceiling. I'm going to give myself a little scooch off the shoulder blocks. Set up your chin, pack those shoulders down the back, shield, and then lift the knees up to tabletop. Exhale, press the arms straight down and pause. Can you reach that 1 millimeter further? And then exhale, take those legs straight up towards the ceiling. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, press. Let's do 2 here. Always, you could regress to tabletop if you need to. Good, now on that next exhale, can you roll up into flexion with it? Good, same thing on this next one. Roll up, but hold for me. Empty out those lungs, quick inhale. Exhale, lower the legs. Inhale, drag them back up. Let's go for exhale, up. Inhale, exhale, lower the legs. So be really slow with this because what the body wants to do is rush to lower those legs. And I want you to segment this exercise into 2 separate exhales. 2 to go. One more. Slow roll up. Inhale. Deepen those abdominals as you lower the legs and pause. Large flutter kicks. Take that right leg up and switch. 8. Keep reaching. Keep looking to the belly, pulling it deep. And 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Put those straps down. And take a second. Getting yourself up. We're gonna change positions here, and I'm gonna have you guys grab your box. So go ahead and grab that, and then we're gonna go short ways with our box, right up against the shoulder blocks. And take your ring and put it right on top of your box, and switch your spring to, I'm gonna go one blue, just something that's kind of light. And then once you switch the spring, I'm gonna have you carefully step up on the carriage facing your box. Feet are flat, be really careful that you don't bounce around, and then fold forward and just let yourself hang for a second. Get a nice hamstring stretch. If it feels good for you to pedal those knees, you can do that. So what we're gonna do next is come up with our spine, plant our hands, and then I'm gonna have you take your right tippy toes to your foot bar. Slowly press yourself out and just get a nice stretch. Whatever your body wants to do, if you wanna take a split, just wiggle around and find your tight spots. Now from here, I want you to plant your hand right in the center of that box, your right hand, and rotate your left arm up towards the ceiling. It's this nice rotation. Circling that arm around feels wonderful. Good. Now, I'm gonna have you come up to your fingertips, really lengthen your spine, and I want you to focus on your left heel for a second. Press that left heel down so that you can activate that glute. Really strong shield breath so your middle pulls in tight. Grab that ring and start to take yourself up and stay out in this deep lunge. Now I want you to pull your spine more upright and scoop the tail just a little bit, which means your right knee is gonna have to bend a little bit. Good. From here, we're staying put. We're gonna exhale, squeeze on that ring, and then very carefully rotate your heart to the left just a little bit. Inhale back to center. 2 more like that. Exhale, squeeze the ring, rotate left so you feel that left oblique kick in. Inhale back to center. 1 more. Good. Now we're gonna bend our back knee, slide in. Slow exhale, press out, squeeze the ring, and rotate. We have 5. Slow in as you inhale. Exhale, press, squeeze, and rotate. And really try to avoid leaning the spine forward. I want you upright. 2 to go. Takes a lot of concentration on your balance. Last one. Good. Come down, bring the ring to the box, plant your hands down, and step back to a high plank. Now your hands are a little bit wider because of that ring than normal, but that's okay. Really press yourself away from that box. Scoop your tailbone, squeeze those inner thighs together. On your next exhale, shield, inner thigh squeeze, press that box out. Inhale, pull it in. We have 8. Exhale, inner thighs, shield, reach. Your reach might be 1 inch, it might be 6. Listen to the body, and when you get that really good feedback, you know you've struck gold. That's your spot. Exhale, shield, inner thighs, reach. 4 to go, and feel that belly deepen as you press. 3. Last 2. Final rep here, make it the best, deepest. Bring it back in, and then step your right foot down. Stretch out, take a second here, try to let some tension fade. Good, now out nice and long in that deep lunge. Plant that right heel down, come up to the fingertips. Grab that ring, slowly and carefully work your way up to that standing lunge, and then come more upright, bend that back knee a little bit, scoop that tail under. Exhale, squeeze the ring and rotate to the right. Inhale back to center. Squeeze and rotate on that exhale. Good, return back to center. Inhale, bend that back knee. First half of the exhale is spent pressing out. Second is squeezing that ring and rotating. We have 5. Check in to see, I just caught myself that when I squeeze that ring, my shoulders are trying to round forward to get deeper onto it. 2 to go. One more. Good, back to center, drop that ring. Hands go down, step back to your high plank with your feet right together. Good, find that foundation, set it all the way up. On this next exhale, we're gonna pike our hips up towards the ceiling. Look back at your toes and pause. Exhale so deep you find that shake. Inhale, lengthen yourself back out to that high plank. Exhale, pike. Look to the feet. Now with pikes, you wanna make sure that when you're piked, that you're not favoring one side or the other, meaning you don't have more weight in your feet or hands. You want equal weight, 50-50 in the feet and hands, and then you feel like you're pulling yourself up higher. 3 to go. That's where that really nice work is. 1 more. And then carefully step down, grab your ring, turn around, and sit right down on your box facing your foot bar. I'm gonna have you reach forward, put both feet through that safety strap, and then scooch back a little bit on your box so that you have some space. I'm gonna have you take your feet and knees together. Reach those arms straight out ahead of you. Take a nice deep breath, build your posture, build your shield, find that low belly. On that next exhale, keep your posture really tall. Begin to hinge back, and I want you to find that spot where your body gives you the most feedback. You are working and holding. So what's like key here is when you're in this pose, I want you to inhale into your side ribs and keep your belly button pulled really nice and tight to spine. Inhale into the side of you. Exhale deeper. 3 more. We really want to try and practice this. We don't want our belly buttons doming out when we take our inhale. It's really tough. 1 more. Good. Slowly come up tall. Let's go back about half the distance now, only half, so it should feel easy peasy. On the next exhale, let's exhale and reach our arms up. Now take this slow. You don't have to go all the way up overhead because those arms are heavy. Inhale, take it back down. We have 5. Exhale, inner thigh squeeze, shield is deep, arms go up. Inhale, back down. 3 to go. Good, inhale into your sides, keep in with the tight belly. 2 more. 1 more, pull that heart a little bit forward. And come up, fold forward. 1 last thing here. All right, let's get back in this last pose. Let's go back that half distance once more and really get locked into it. Let's let go of the ring with our left hand and take the ring down towards the floor in our right hand. Inhale, come back to center. Switch hands with the ring, reach down to the left. So I really want you to get back into squeezing the inner thighs, because when you really engage on those inner thighs, they're gonna limit your rotation. You have 4 more. And that's good. We don't want you over rotating. You feel it way deeper when those inner thighs join. Very last one. Beautiful. Good. Done with that part. Just put your ring on the floor for a second. Let's take our boxes away. Put them at the back of our reformer. Okay, so here's a fun little one. So I want you to face me on the side of your reformer. Grab your ring. We're gonna stay on that same spring load. And I want you to take your long loop and put it over your right knee. And then the ring is gonna go in between the knees. Okay, so what you're gonna do is scooch your tailbone off the edge of the carriage and then very slowly lay back, bring your knees up, take your hands back behind your head to support you. And I really want you to exhale and roll up into flexion a little bit deeper. On our next exhale, we're gonna squeeze the ring and rotate our knees to the left. Inhale back to center, release the ring. Exhale, squeeze, deepen, and lean. Now this lean does not have to be big, make it small. Make sure your knees are not drifting too far away from you. You still want them right above the hips. And if you're feeling a pull in your low back, maybe take the knees in a little bit more. Squeeze and rotate. We have 2 to go. Very last one. Good, nice job. Can you take the ring to the floor on the other side of your machine? Can you slip out the leg and grab the long loop with your left hand? Now your right hand is gonna support your head. Your left leg, or both of your legs are gonna kick up towards the ceiling. I want you to let your left arm drift across you and exhale, draw the sword. So we have 8 of these, and we're gonna build this. So if this feels right where you need to stay here. Also option to take it to tabletop. For the next 4, I want you to slowly lower one leg and go back into that large flutter kick. Support that head, pull with the left arm, flutter kick those legs. Final one, and sit back up tall. Nice job. You can put that strap down. That is a lot of, like the concept of that is like rub your belly, pat your head. There's a lot going on in the brain. It's so good for you. All right, now let's face the back of our machine. Let's put our hands through both loops and choke up above the knots. Come up tall to our knees right at the blocks. Give me some flat feet, so turn your toes down and then come up tall. Scoop the tailbone under, engage your shield, shoulder blades deep down the back. Lean back just a little bit to feel weight in the feet and feedback in your quads. On the next exhale, just slowly pull the arms straight back, belly in tight. Inhale, come forward with the arms. Exhale, sweep them back. I want you to find that shake spot. Feel the whole back of your body light up, and then your job is to pull the front of you in super tight. Last one, pull all the way back and hold. Really scoop that tail, lean back further, get fire in those quads for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep your arms right where they are. Keep pressing back, and I want you to come up out of that lean and hinge forward. Deepen the shoulder blades, look down towards the floor, sweep those arms forward. Same movement with the arms, just different position in our body. Try to keep some weight in those feet. Never letting our heart collapse into our chest, shoulders round forward. One last one, pull back and hold. Bend those elbows. Exhale, kick it back. 8. Here's 5. 4. One of the biggest things I see here is people rounding their shoulders, dropping their heart, dropping their chest. Last 2. And 1. Good. We're gonna put our left strap down. I'm gonna turn away from you to do this other side. So you're gonna put your left leg through the long loop and take it up above the knee. Scooch forward, make sure you're pretty far away from your shoulder block. Grab your ring, put it in between your knees. Good, get a nice good squeeze on it. Shift yourself forward, tailbone goes off the edge. Lay all the way back. Take both hands back behind your head to support. Roll up a little bit higher into flexion. Try to get those shoulder blades off the mat. And then exhale, squeeze the ring, lean to the right. You want to remember never to pull on your neck. You're just supporting it. Here's 4. Squeeze and lean. 4 to go. Good. Final 2. And 1. Good. Grab that ring, set it down somewhere. Slide your leg out of that loop. Right hand has the loop. Left hand supports our head. You can stay tabletop or take both of those legs straight up towards the ceiling and begin your draw the sword on your back. Good. Roll a little bit up to flexion. A little bit deeper. Good. Here's 4, and now we're going to start playing with those legs, but maybe you stay here. Or maybe you drop that one leg and begin those large flutter kicks. Last thing. You got it. Good. Set that strap down. Come on up. Whew, nice job. So what I want you to do is turn forward. Let's add on a red spring. So now I'm back to that same spring load that when we had our feet in the straps. But I want you to just pause for a second, go back to straddling your machine. And I want you to interlace your fingers back behind your back. And then just send your arms back behind you as far as you can. And take those hands that are interlaced and wrap them around the right side of your oblique if you can. And just letting your body relax here for a second. Can you take your right ear to the right shoulder? And you're going to get all this nice length in your left neck. And I just want you to relax here for a second. I had just had to really actively turn off my hips. Relax my belly. Just start to let that tension fade. We built up a lot of tension. Good. Reach those arms straight back. Let's wrap the arms around your left oblique, left ear to the left shoulder. And just breathe. Feels really good. Last one. Good. Let's let our hands come loose. Go ahead and scoot yourself forward. Lay all the way back. I'm going to have you start by putting both feet in the long loops to really wind down here. All right, what I want you to do is kick those legs out and bring them up towards the ceiling, and then start to just let those legs open up wide. We did a ton of work on the inner thighs today, so can you find a space that feels good for you? And just let the body get length here. You also have an option, if this is too much, to bend your knees and go into more of a happy baby. I love to rock side to side here. And really pay attention and feel if you have one inner thigh that's a bit tighter than the other. Can you just put some focus there? And rather than force anything, try to relax the muscles that surround that inner thigh. One more breath here. Good. Now, bend those knees, bring those heels together for a frog stretch. Use your elbows to take those knees out a little wider. I like to pull my straps in. And rocking side to side feels incredible here as well. Good. Now let's take our right foot out of the strap and bring it to the foot bar. And take your left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Now, before you let your left leg fling in at all, I want you to lock out the left knee, flex the foot, then begin to bend maybe your right leg a little bit to go deeper, rather than you bending this knee and taking this leg up as far as you can get. This is not a hamstring stretch. You're just pulling on the ligaments and the joints. To get that true hamstring stretch, you really need to think about the integrity of the leg. And then if it feels nice to sway that over the body a couple times, you can. One more deep breath here. And then we will bring that right knee in, across that ankle in front of the left knee for a figure 4. One more big breath here. And then we're going to take this right foot to the floor. Let your left leg go out like a froggy. Keep that ankle nice and close to your body. Tuck your right foot underneath you as far as you can so you can get some space in that right quad and hip. Really let yourself relax in this pose for one more deep breath. Good. Let's slowly bring that right foot up off the floor. Put it back into the loop. Okay, take the left foot out, bring it to the bar. Reach that right leg up towards the ceiling, lock out the knee, flex the foot, and then play with taking it somewhere deeper. You usually don't have to go too far. Stay there, or you gently sway. And when you find those pockets of tension in the hamstring, try not to clench up your face, clench up your body. Just keep yourself calm. Keep that breath flowing. Good. Now let's bring that left ankle across the right knee. One more deep breath. This feels so good. And then final stretch here. We're going to take that left foot to the floor. We're going to take that right knee out to a froggy. And once I relax here a bit, I always can stand to have a little bit more room with that left foot tucking under me. One more. Good. Let's carefully bring that left foot to the bar. Take our right foot out, put the straps down, and just find somewhere for these last 30 seconds where you can rest your legs, you can rest your arms, and take a huge deep breath. And as you let that air out of your mouth, just let the full weight of your body completely go. And I want you to feel, as your body settles, almost like a snow globe, all of the dust settles. And then there's this moment when you can finally feel the fatigue, like truly feel the fatigue from this resting spot of those deep, deep muscles that we just strengthened. That is such a beautiful feeling. It's a feeling that is earned. Nobody can buy that for you. So I just want to send you the most gratitude for sticking with it, showing up for yourself, and building that deep, deep foundational strength. One last breath. And as you exhale, just start to slowly wiggle the feet. You also could stay here longer if you need that pause for yourself. Begin to wiggle those fingertips. Slowly bring one foot to the bar and then the next. Before you move anything in your upper body, press away. Drop those heels, or one at a time, under the bar. Stretch out your calves. And use this moment to gently raise your arms up towards the ceiling, roll those wrists. Huge stretch, whatever feels good for you. And I thank you so much for joining me. That was a super fun workout. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.